Now if you're using the latest version of SolidWorks, you may notice that a blue circle appears whenever you want to make a dimension. These circles allow you to automatically and quickly place the dimensions after having selected the lines you want to dimension. To demonstrate its use, I will replace all the dimension lines. First, the dimension for the length. Left click, and without moving your mouse pointer too far away, left click on the top half of the circle. You will see the dimensioning line has been automatically placed. Now, for the inner diameter, we're going to place it on the right hand side. For the outer diameter, do the same. You'll see that these dimensions are now properly placed. At this point in time, we have the basic dimensions in place. To do a proper job, however, we want to indicate the type of fit appropriate for the shaft. As stated before, we will be using a press fit. Oh wait, I haven't stated it before. Yes, we'll be using a press fit. To indicate this fit, select the 100 mm diameter by left clicking on it. Now look at the left of your screen. These are the section of the dimension. These are the section's dimension properties. Find the heading labeled tolerance/precision. You can select from the drop down menu for the fit option. Once you click fit, you'll see other options become unlocked. In the drop down menu just below this, select press fit. Now the program knows we want to press fit. We must indicate the class of the press fit, however. So, go to the hole fit, find the drop down menu, and select an H7 tolerance. Scroll down, find H7 and simply select it. By selecting the tolerance for either the hole or the shaft, you will be limiting the possible options for the one you haven't selected. Now open the drop down menu next to the shaft symbol over here and select S6. This is a fairly tight fit. To finish off this selection, select the way the tolerance class is presented. You can be stacked with a line display. We'll zoom in to show you. It can be stacked without the line display, which makes it fit in properly. Alternatively, as we're going to make it, it can be linear. This saves on space. At this point, it might be prudent to add in a notes section. To add in a notes, go to the Annotations tab and select Note. Place it next to the title block and type in your notes for this assembly. I will type in some words just by means of example. Item 1 to be press fitted into item 2. This is just an example. However, you'll notice that the item numbers I'm referring to have yet to be placed. Therefore, we'll have to create a parts list, and we'll also have to create balloons labeling the parts. To create the parts list, go to the Annotations tab and find the Tables button. Click on the tables and you'll be prompted to select the type of table. Click on General Table, and now you'll be prompted on the left hand side to modify the number of columns and rows in your table. For this table we want 4 columns and 3 rows. The bottom row will be used to indicate the labels for the item list, while the other 2 rows will each correspond to one component. Select OK and place your table. You'll notice that you can resize the table the same way you would resize a cell in Excel. There's also another way of automatically inserting a components list, but for the time being, if you can use the General Table option, you should be sorted. Also, you can reposition the table by dragging on this button. You'll notice how it snaps to certain lines. Now with the item list generated, we can relabel some of these cells. Add in 1 there, add in 2 there, and the label for this column would be number. Say item code, item description. This of course isn't a proper items list, you'll have to make it yourself. Item 2 we're going to want as the cylinder. Be careful of repositioning. Cylinder. If you zoom in, you may have noticed I accidentally resized this cell. I'm going to resize it properly again. Item 1 will be the shaft. Now that we know which item corresponds to which number, we're going to add in the balloons. The balloons option is also in the annotations tab. Now find the balloons button and select it. Since we have 2 parts, we will be creating 2 balloons. After selecting the balloons button, simply left click somewhere on your assembly representing the part you want to label and place your balloon. Remember that the balloon lines shouldn't cross the dimension lines. If they do, this is poor practice. Select the other component and place this balloon in line with the current one. Before placing it, if you zoom in, you may notice a yellow line indicating that they are in line with each other. Place it and select OK. Now as you can see, the automatic labeling has labeled the cylinder as item 1 and the shaft as item 2. In my items list, I've noted shaft as item 1. So to change these numbers, all you have to do is select the balloon and look on your left hand side to the properties. At the drop down list under balloon text, where it says item number, simply select text. Now you can alter what the balloon says. Type in 2, and for the other balloon we can type in 1. Now we're done placing balloons. Now with the assembly labeled, we may want to edit the layout of the sheet. To do so, right click on the white of the sheet and click on Edit Sheet Format. You'll see that the text in the title block has become editable, as have these lines. Be careful of changing them. You can also state the material and indicate your name in the title block. To add in any text, remember that you can use the Notes button. To return to the main view of the drawing, right click on the sheet again, and this time click on Edit Sheet. At this point in time, we might want to prepare this drawing for printing. To simplify the printing process, we can publish the drawing as a PDF document. First, save your drawing and rename it to assembly. Next, click on File and go down to Save As. With Save As selected, we're going to change the type. Open up the drop-down menu under Type and find Adobe Portable Document Format. This is PDF. With PDF selected under the type, simply save your document and it will be published as a PDF. Now go to the location where this PDF was saved and you'll see the PDF is right here. If you open it up, over here, if you open it up, you'll see that this PDF now contains your drawing. This can be printed in any size you want, A3 or A4, demonstrating how this A3 format can be used even in A4 printing size. That's it for today. It was quite a long video, but hopefully it can help you in the future as a basic reference for making working drawings. That's it. Good luck.